world can't stop the sun from shining.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. It's for the week commencing September 27, 2021, okay? If you're watching this at another time, it's still worth watching because Spirit's brought it to you for a reason. So there's still a message there. Don't get caught up on the date. Okay, so it's simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and see what the cards have to say to us this week. Okay, card number 1 is what we're doing, card number 1. Alrighty, closing my eyes. Okay, I don't even know what colour. Oh, it's sort of skin coloured. There's a big, magnolia, it's called. Normally they're white. I've got a magnolia tree, actually. Normally they're white, but this is a sort of pinky, flesh-coloured magnolia. So I think it's about your physical body. And they're going on about the smell, like how beautiful it is, and they want to say spiritual aroma. So in spirit, it's like your body is given off a sort of a spiritual essence or something like that. This is quite unusual. I've never seen this before, ever. But I know by the colour, the flesh colour, it is about your body. Okay, so the card that comes up is the High Priestess card. You might be feeling particularly intuitive or psychic this week if you've picked card number 1. You'll notice this shade of blue here. So this is about the throat chakra, speaking up and saying your truth. But it's more than that. It's also the colour that Mary wears often. If I see her in spirit, she's wearing this colour. And also Michael the Archangel can wear anything from this colour through to a deep electric blue, okay? You'll notice here she's holding a scroll. It says Torah. I think this relates to the Kabbalah. Most people are not Jewish in the world, so I'll just, instead of getting caught up on what religion it is, the point is it's an organised religion, okay? There may be something helpful for you there, or maybe not, but just remember, if you are involved with an organised religion, that's other people's rules. It's really important that you get the messages from yourself, okay? And of course it's fine to listen to other people or to listen to groups, organised groups, but know that they're coming from their perspective and not yours, okay? She's dressed in white because there's a purity of spirit there. Okay, so a spiritual week for you if you've picked card number 1. Card number 2. Stick around to the end. I'll do a psychic channeling, whatever comes out of my mouth. No idea. Going to go with that one there. Closing my eyes now. Purples, grapes, harvest. Maybe it's time for some recreation, some R&R, and to enjoy the fruits of your labour in some way. Now they're showing me a steam train going up a hill. It's Thomas the Tank Engine type of thing. I think I can. So you may have had a big challenge and you're nearly through it, or you're recently through it, and now you need a bit of a break, a bit of a rest. If you can get away for a weekend, that would be fabulous. But time to enjoy life a little bit and to enjoy the harvest of your work. The card that comes up is the Three of Cups. Excuse me, I've got a tickly throat. This is about celebrations or socialising with people, often your friends, but they're completely different in their nature. Sometimes the relationship can be a bit up and down. You don't always agree, but you are all in this together. You're in the fish's mouth. So there's sort of like a subconscious bond holding you together. And just be aware that, you know, if you don't get on all of the time, that's okay. You can still go out and have fun. So do that. All right. Of course, if you're in a COVID area, please be careful with social distancing, masks, and vaccinations. I don't want to see any snide remarks about vaccinations. I'm not interested in misinformation. Plenty of channels on YouTube you can go to for that. All right. Now, card number 3. Card number 3. Don't care if, you know, just social media. What a dog's breakfast it is sometimes. You know, some really good things on social media, but the misinformation is appalling. Now, card number 3. There's a furry cat here at my feet. And an affectionate cat. So it's not my Leo the leopard, that's for sure. Actually, it's got tones of grey. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female because it's so affectionate. And so I can't really tell. I don't know. Could be either. Like a tabby cat or a grey cat. But this, from a spiritual perspective, means that part of you that is intelligent, slinky, affectionate, clever, intuitive, the witch is familiar, spiritual, all of those things. And it's like you need it because there's some sadness here. There's been some loss recently. It could be to do with a relationship. Maybe you're having memories from the past come back. There's a red rose here, so that can indicate a relationship. There's also a white rose, so that says that it was a spiritual bond. There's a white rose there. A spiritual bond between you. You'll see 2 cups on this side and 3 cups on that side. And and they're separated. There's a gap. There's a distance between the cups, between the emotions. You might find you have emotions within you, and there's lots of different conflicting emotions. You could be angry one moment and, stressed or distressed the next. There's flames here, though, and this is like a purification. At the very least, although it may be a sad time, there's some sort of purification going on within. And that's like the Holy Spirit, the flames. There's rain in the background here, which indicates tears, which I'm very sorry about. But do know this is not forever. 5 of Cups is sort of halfway through the process. If you think of the deck, there's 1 to 9, and then there's a 0. So the 5 is sort of halfway. And happiness is coming because 6 is next, and that brings happiness, joy, and abundance. So despite whatever memories come back, or if you're going through something right now that is still fresh, know that it's not forever, and Spirit's going to reward you. Okay, so card number 4. Card number 4, let's have a look. Closing my eyes now. I've got opal colours, greens, blues, yellows and oranges, like this fiery orange in there I can see. Opals. This could be particularly for Australians. We have a lot of opals here. But it's basically saying there's a lot of vibrancy and light coming into your life. But it's very grounded. Okay, so in touch with the earth, it could be affecting your body or your possessions or even your money. The card that comes up is the Moon. Listen to your intuition. This wolf here is like a teacher, and you could be teaching somebody by listening to your intuition, or they could be teaching you. But the most important thing is intuition, okay? So really get in touch with that. This is a fabulous card. Maybe on the full moon of the month, coming in the next month, because we've just had it. But yeah, in a couple of weeks, the next full moon, go out and meditate under the moon, particularly if you've picked card number 4. All right, so now the lucky last card, card number 5. 5 is alive. No. Let me find one that's really really sticking out. This one sticks out. Okay, closing my eyes now. There's trees here. This can be you or your family. Family trees, there's one right sort of close to me, and then there's other trees in the background. This is saying it's you in the foreground and your family in the background. Okay, maybe it's some time this month that this week, sorry, it's time that you focus on yourself a little bit. Even if you've got children, try and have some time out away from your children so that you're not feeling overwhelmed or inundated all of the time. I haven't got any kids, so I really don't know, but if it's like cats, you can't even go to the toilet without the cat coming, you know, that sort of thing. And maybe you need time, just even if it's just half an hour to go for a walk every day, that would certainly help. I'm going to go with that one actually underneath. And the card that comes up is the Page of Swords. This is your thinking. You're likely to have some very clear thoughts this week about your direction in life. A sword is about cutting, analysing, dissecting. It's analysis. It's logical thinking. So your logical thinking is going to bring you some messages because it's Page. And Page normally brings good news, in my opinion. And so your thoughts are going to bring good news where you can look at the larger picture, the bigger picture of life, and not get caught up in the details of every day. That's why it's so important for you to have a little bit of time out so you can get your thoughts straight and you can pick up those messages from Spirit or your own logical ability about what you're supposed to do. Logic's really helpful sometimes, especially when you're dealing with money. And so I would encourage you, everybody, to have time out alone at some point. Okay, so there are your 5 cards. We've got the High Priestess and the Moon, which are major arcanas. So, you know, significant week. Everything is in flux. Everything is changing. We're actually in a period of great change at the moment. And although that is certainly hard to, deal with sometimes, it can feel very overwhelming. There's actually some really good things coming out of it. Now, I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you for the week commencing 27th of September 2021. Okay, so right here on the left is a huge mountain. And there's a road and we're all sort of traveling on this road up this mountain. It's on the left. So this says to me that the feminine side has been challenged, or it is a challenge to fully connect with our femininity. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. The divine feminine is right here. And because it's a mountain, it's the earth. So Mother Earth. The importance of Mother Earth and connecting with Mother Earth. Anytime you can go out for a walk in nature with your feet on the ground, take your shoes off if you can find a clean place, and connect with the earth. Just sit maybe on a rock and put your feet in the earth and imagine that there's roots growing out of your feet and down into the earth. That will hold you solid. And you'll be feeling more stable and more secure. We all need to do that, and we need to look after the earth more and really appreciate all that she's done for us because our bodies are really connected with the earth and they will go back to the earth. And so if you can imagine these roots to hold you solid and firm, and especially if you don't have much support like from family or friends, sometimes families can let us down in a major way. The Mother Earth can stand in and support us. So super important. They're showing me a blue crystal in the shape of a pyramid now. This is the sign for the symbol for the throat chakra. If you have a thyroid issue particularly, or any sort of issue to do with your throat or your spine at the back, you could perhaps focus on this blue pyramid, and there's a lot of light in there. It's sort of radiating this bright blue light, quite similar to card number 1. Okay. Oh, because we need to speak up more, that's why. Because sometimes we just let stuff slide, and it really, you might be upset about something, and that energy can go back into our bodies and cause havoc at a later time. So it's really super important to speak up when you've got something important to say, or even if it's not very important, speak up anyway. Okay, so that's it, everyone. I hope this is useful for you. Leave a comment, a like, or share on your socials. I'd be grateful for that. Most importantly, have a wonderful week, and if you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell. Okay, thanks again, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.